Hello students, my name is Professor Snehal Sadavarte from Rajgarh Institute of Management, Research and Development, Pune. Welcome to all in today's session for MBA first year semester first. The subject name is Management Fundamental. The course code is 107. Unit 1, Introduction to Management and Basic Concepts, Part 2. The contents of the topic are organization, definition of organization, components of organization, and the types of organization. So students, let's start our first topic, that is organization. What is organization? An organization is a group of people who are organized in certain structure in order to satisfy the need or to attain a common objective. Every organization follow a particular structure for its management, which specifies that who is going to do what. It allocates different activities to different members, define their role and responsibilities. It also states that the authorities of different employees, organizations are connected to each other in such a way that both they influence each other. A set of arrangement for managing a company internally is known as organization. It is a technique of management in which efforts all the group members are utilized in order to achieve a common goal. It is done by dividing activities into various sub-activities and allotting them to different persons. Organization is also about the distribution of work, and allocation is to person as well suit for it. So student, our next topic is organization's definition. The definition of organization is, according to the Gary John, organization are social invention for accomplishing goal through group efforts. Next, Alpha C. Davis, he said that the organization is a group of people who cooperate under the direction of leadership for accomplishment of a common end. Next, let's see the components of organization. First one is the people. The people is again divided into the individual group. Next one is the environment. Environment again divided into three parts: government, competition and social pressure. Third one is the structure, jobs and relationship. Next, fourth one is technology. Technology again divided into the two parts: machinery and computer hardware and software. And last one is the organizational behavior. Now let's see the one by one components of the organization. First one is the people. The internal social structure of the organization is made up of people who work in it. This comprises of individual, large and small groups, informal and formal groups. It is the organization that exists to service its people and not vice versa. Today's organization have changed and have become more worse than before. Present day, employees come up with the broad range of the talent, educational backgrounds and perspectives. Hence, the managers are required to perform themselves with the workforce in order to attain maximum efficiency. Next one is the structure. The relationship and role of people in the organization are defined by the structure. People working in an organization perform different roles and have different relationship with each other. Division of work is done based on the capability and designation of the employees so that the organizational goals are met efficiently. These may be managers, supervisors, clerks, etc. working in one direction to achieve the organizational goal in an organized manner. Next one is the technology. Technology play a vital role in modern organization. It empowers people for their work and also influence their activities since work can be done without equipment and hence organization use technology to build buildings, design machines, develop work process and collect resources. Technology in turn help people to perform better. But technology has some side effects like it is costly and limited people in certain ways. That is, it makes them dependent on machine. So technology has both pros and cons. Our next one is the environment. The operation of all the organization takes place under internal and external environment. An organization is a small part of the large system which contain elements such as government, family and other organizations. Changes in the external environment affect an individual organization such as school or factories. It also affects working condition and people's behavior and provide struggle for resources and the power. Thus, organization should adopt it while studying the human behavior. Our next topic is types of organization. The organization divided into the three parts. First one is the private organization. Next one is public organization. And third, joint organization. Private organization again divided into the four. Solo proprietorship, partnership, joint stock company and cooperative society. Next, public organization divided into the three parts: departmental undertaking, statutory corporation and government company. So students, let's see the types of organization in detail. First one is the private organization. Private organization, as its name suggests, are privately owned and managed, that is, a person or a group of persons. Such organizations do not have any part of management and the ownership of the government in it. The private organization include profit as well as non-profit organization, charities, partnership and business. Now, for example, retail outlet, food chain, credit union, etc. The main motive of the private organization or businesses is to earn the profit by selling its good or by retaining its services. They may even shut down the business if it no longer can generate the profit. The private organizations are of following types. First one is the solo partnership. Now what is that? In this kind of private organization, entire liability of business is of single person. Very less paperwork is needed for this kind of business. Hence, it is observed that most of the startups are generally start as solo partnership only. In this case, business and owner are not different entity. The owners stand liability for the debit credit due to the business. Next is the partnership. In this type of business setting, the business is owned by at least 2%. The partnership itself can be of various kind of, such as both the members may have equal share or one partner may have more share than the other. There can also be a silent partner or partners. Such a partners only invest money in the business and not participate in the routine activity of the business. Next one is the joint stock company. In this type of business setting, various persons come together voluntarily and contribute money in order to carry out the business and to achieve a share objective. Such organizations do exist legally and are abide by various legal provisions. The person involved in this business are known as its members and the money they contribute is known as company's capitals. Every member of the company is entitled with certain portion of the capitals. That portion of capital is known as shares. Shares of that members. So that such members are known as shareholders. And the capital of such companies is referred to as a share capital. The number of units in which the total share capital is divided is known as shares. Next one is cooperative societies. In this type of business setting is also based on voluntary relationship of its members. The cooperative societies are based on the notion of self-help or help of the other. The key intent of this business is to support its member and to assist in achieving their economic goal. Our next topic is public organization. What is public organization? Those organizations which are owned and managed there by central government or by state government are known as public organization. The public sector is usually comprised by the organizations that are owned and operated by the government and exist to private service for its citizens. Similar to voluntary sector, organization in public sector do not seek to generate a profit. Those private organizations which have been nationalized by the government, that are the Bank and LIC of India, come in category of public organization. Along with them, the enterprise established by government also come in this category. For example, GAIL and HTM, STC, etc. In India, there are three types of organization that come in category of public organization, which are explained below. First one is the departmental undertaking. In this type of business setting, provide that the services are vital for the society, such as railway, broadcasting, postal services, etc. Various ministries of government are wholly responsible for financing and managing these organizations. These type of organizations are based for those services in which government want to take public interest into its consideration. Next one is statutory corporation. When an organization is formulated by passing a social act in parliament or the state legislature, then such an organization is known as statutory corporation or public corporation. State Trading Corporation, LIC of India are some of the examples of statutory corporation. Function Trading Corporation, LIC, the authorities, organizational structure, etc. for this organization are defined in its act. The entire capital of this organization is provided by the government. Next one is the government company. Those companies in which at least 51% of the share capital is held by government are known as the government companies. Such a company are registered under Companies Act of the India and hence are administrated as per the provision of Companies Act only. Most of the companies owned by controlled by government come in category of government companies. Next one is the joint organization. The joint stock company is a business entity in which share of the company's stock can be bought and sold by the shareholders. Each shareholder owns company stock in proportion evidenced by their share, means the certificate of ownership. In the United States, they are known simply a joint stock company. As the name suggests, those organizations which are owned and operated privately as well as government, means as well as government, are known as the joint organization. The types of economic practices in India is mixed economically and concept of joint organization is a new addition to it. In other words, the joint organization are those in which the investment come from the private as well as the private sector, and where the government activity participate in managing and controlling the organization. Thank you so much.